Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's ToyHax review video is going to focus on the ToyHax labels for this figure here, which is the Exo-Suit Spike Witwicky, as he is seen in the 1986 Transformers the movie. Now, y'all are probably wondering, didn't you already do a label set for him? As a matter of fact, I did. And I'll be bringing him out in a minute. But in the meantime, it was just by pure blind luck that I saw the labels when I was looking through ToyHax, and I'm like, oh! So after a little bit of searching, both online and in retail, I was able to pick up another copy of this figure. Now, of course, we're gonna have to go ahead and do what we did with the last one. That is, take him out of the packaging. Now, this time, these labels are from ToyHax, and they do actually include more than just the labels for him. These are labels for the core class figures for, I believe, it is Soundwave or Sound Blaster, Skywarp, Iguanas, and Shockwave, I believe. And of course, these labels are very small, I can tell you right off the bat. Now, they're on a type of foil backing, so that is a good thing. This is number 3 of 4. Of course, I know you're probably going to say, hey, that one says 3 of 3. Yeah, they did a third one right off the bat. And of course, this one is 2 of 3, and again, nice little foil backing. This is, come on, 1 of 3. So, and the last one is 1 of 4. Now, of course, you got eyes, and a couple of other labels. But nonetheless, I mean, these are gonna, some specific ones are going to be going onto this figure. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and show off the figure before and after. Now, as you can see, Spike Witwicky is in his Exo-Suit, as you saw in the 1986 Transformers the movie. And it is not a bad-looking figure. Of course, he's got very minimal paint applications, a lot of white, some gray. But the one thing that just really chaps my hide is that Hasbro did not bother with putting any type of paint apps on his face. Now, for anyone that has saw my previous review of this figure, I did make a very big mention of it, and that's one of the reasons why I wound up picking up the water label set for this figure previously. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to see the link in my in the page, that will show that watermark review as well as the figure. But nonetheless, like I said, very good molded details all the way around. You can tell they did follow a lot of the sorry, I'm kind of a little tongue-tied. A lot of the character design details from the movie. And of course, as you may have seen, he's got levers to where he can look left and right. So not too bad. So it's a good looking figure. I'm really liking this. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll back up there. And I'm going to zoom out just a little so you can see him. There we go. Alright, so there he is before. Let's go ahead and take a look at him after. And here he is after. And as you can see, he is a definite improvement from the, from just being the basic, factory coloring to, well, I have to admit, even to the water labels, which I'll do a comparison in a few. But, oh my God, the most major improvement is going to be with his face. And wow, look at that. Just having his eyes, it's a definite improvement. I mean, good God, man. Hasbro, I don't know what the hell you all are doing, but you all know this figure is going to need some sort of facial paint on there. And I have to go ahead and put this on record. This bullshit. I mean, really? Does that mean we gotta go to a third party or put some custom molding and paint it over because you guys are too fucking lazy to make a full solid head? Jesus H. Christ, man, this is bullshit on your all's part. Alright, enough of me griping on the negative. Let's get to the positive that helped improve this figure. The face is a definite thing. You saw the molding on Spike's face, but it's the eyes. The eyes is what brings it out. And I am so grateful that they did that. Now, one of the things to anyone that gets this set just for this figure, one of the things you're going to need to do is take a small screwdriver, small enough to fit in the hole that's between those thrusters, and unscrew that to take off, basically to, take off the chest and the helmet, or the dome, I should say, so you can be able to put the labels on there, and then just put it back together. So, come on, focus. Anyway, yeah, I know. I apologize if I sound just a little bit frustrated. It's just that this thing with the face has been a major issue, and I'm not the only one that had marked on it. So when I saw the water labels, and for anyone that's seen my previous review of this figure with add-on labels, that one was a challenge because I've worked with ToyHax labels, and they're pretty simple to apply and whatnot. Water labels are just as they are. You dip them in water and then you slide them on there. But sometimes the pieces are so damn small. Oh my God! It's like with the ToyHax labels; they're small as well. But I don't know. For this time around, this seemed to have worked. So, but again, you do see, the gold reflective labels that are on his chest, the blue labels that are on his abdomen, some sky blue with the triangle on one of them, very, very nice. He even has an Autobot symbol. Now, originally, there was a different label. I'm going to pull that out. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I think there it is. Right. So I have most of these labels in its original baggie. There we are. Okay. So this label, come on, focus. There you go. They're right above the eyes right there. You know, this label right here, the triangle one. I originally put that one on there, but then I saw the Autobot label next to it, and I'm like, you know what? Let me put that label on there instead. And it really does work out a lot. And come on, focus. And of course, he's got some other labels for his shoulders here. He has some for his below his knees and right above his foot pads. In addition, you know, he also has labels for the data pad that Daniel used. So there you go. As we turn around, we got this one's trying to come off. Stay on there, damn it. Could be the humidity that's affecting the labels. I live in a very humid area. So if anyone's been to Texas, bring a towel. On the sides, you have some really good reflective labeling right here on the inside of his calf here as well. Let's see, and that is it. Oh yeah, and on the underside of his, you know, forearm. But that is it, and doesn't deter from the posability or whatnot. As a matter of fact, I'd say these labels really, really, you know, enhance it even more. So I really like this set, and right there he is in his his regular, human-like exo-suit. And now let's go ahead and take a look at him transformed into his vehicle mode before and after. And there is Spike in his vehicle mode. Such as it is. And not too bad, though. I think he looked a little bit different, if memory serves me right. It's been a while since I've actually seen the movie, so, but, of course, in the movie you do see Daniel with his hands inside the cockpit, and his head is upright away, just looking out. So there isn't that thing. Oh yeah, one other thing that I did forget to mention is that the head scope, there's a big old open gap as if someone has scooped out his brains. So yeah, that's not a good thing. But not too bad. But like I said, very bare minimum in terms of the applications and whatnot. So he does rule. See? But yeah, there he is in vehicle mode. So we've seen him before. Let's go ahead and take a look at him after. And there he is after. And I have to say, transformation is a little okay, I guess. The only drawback is that the head does not look up, especially in this mode. So you just see the top of his head and the back hole on his head. But a lot of labels did carry over. Now, one label I did not get a chance to show off earlier was this circle label right here. Very nice on here. You do see some labels on the back of his, sorry, this is like the front of his shoulders earlier. And you do see the top and along the sides here, the little sky blue labels that are there. So, like I said, a lot of other labels did carry over, like the sides on his on his calves and whatnot. So very, very nice. And he does roll, but other than that, that is about it. So give me a moment to go ahead and take a few stills. Well, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do a comparison between these labels and the water labels that I used. And there they are, side by side. Now, I did transform the other one, seeing as how this one is already in vehicle mode. So we'll start from there. And like I said, there's nothing different, but in the water label set, as you can tell, they seem to be a little bit more detailed. You see alternate stickers on the sides, the side of his head, and so forth. So very nice look and everything. You do see some really good detailing on his shin. Very nice. As you can tell, on this side, it's a little bit more cleaner because Hasbro decides to put that damn numbered stamp on there. Don't know why, but there you are. Anyway, so there he is, right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at him transform. And as you can see, the label applications between them both are as different as night and day. And I think I did mention it earlier. The decals for the water label set here are a lot more detailed. You see, warning labels like I showed off earlier. There we go, safety first. A lot more details on the shins here, and I'm going to try and zoom in. You have some sort of readout meter, and of course you see a more detailed look of his face. Now, when I applied these, he had a mouth decal, but for some reason it was just too damn thin. And for anyone that has seen my label reviews of any kind, from ToyHax to water labels here, yeah, small decals are my favorite. No, they're not. As you can tell, this one label is starting to peel off, so I may try and add some water to that, but I think it's a lost cause. I may just get a whole new set. You do see some really good details here. Some of this got torn off. Whoa, sorry. You do see, like I said, some good details on the inner thigh as well as on the outer. Well, I should say calf, sorry. Some good details here on the forearm as well as on the front that says caution. Of course, you're going to see caution because a fist is coming at you. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. You do see some forearm details. So I guess, to also replay that moment when Daniel's, on that keypad. So I guess it's just to make sure that, it's on there. Then you got this little, I want to say, yeah, caution sticker, safety first, yada yada. No thoroughfare. I got no idea what that means. And then, of course, you have his thrusters, which are pretty empty. But oh yeah, and of course the side pieces on either side of his helmet. So there they are, side by side. And like I said, when I first reviewed that set, it was surprising that they even had one. I was totally unaware, but I'm glad I got that. But more than not, I'm really glad I got the set, the ToyHax set. Now I would have reviewed it a lot sooner, but finding him was a pain in the ass. Uh, it was just by pure blind luck that I found them, and overabundance of them this time around, and I went ahead and snagged one, and here we are doing the review. So there he is. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. Come on, zoom out just a bit. There we go. And give me a moment to put this guy back where he was, and I'll give you my thoughts and my final score. All right, folks, thank you for waiting. I appreciate your patience. Now, I think I've said this more times than not throughout the course of the review. I like the figure, especially in this mode. It needed basically some labels to break up the monotony, which was one of the reasons why I had gotten the water labels originally. When ToyHax put out the labels for this figure in general, I knew I had to go ahead and get those. However, they were just not by themselves. It came with labels for G2 Megatron, Core Class, Sound Blaster, I believe, Iguanas, and I think Skywarp as well. Now, if I had those other figures, oh yeah, I'd be having a field day. That's not a problem there. I'd be labeling till I pretty much exploded. Due to frustration with the labels. But I don't have those. So my question to you would be, or I'm pretty sure your question to me would be, is it worth the money just to get this label set for just this one? Honestly, for anyone that has seen my ToyHax reviews of almost any figure I labeled up, it's not the first time that I get a set that is meant for multiple figures. As a matter of fact, I believe it is the I want to say the Power of the Primes set that included Laser Optimus Prime. I wound up having him, and I wound up getting the whole set just for him. And was he worth it? Yes, I do believe he was worth it. So in this particular case, in my personal opinion, I want to say yes, he is worth it. I like how it broke up a lot of the monotony and stuff, and still keeping true to the Toon aesthetic. So yeah, in my personal opinion, he is worth it. Now, if I get some of the other figures that this set is meant for, more than likely I'll come back and do a ToyHax review of those particular figures for these labels. But right now, this was the only one that I wanted to get the set for. So, on a scale of 1 through 10, if I were to put a score on it, I would definitely have to go ahead and give it a 9. Like I said, it broke up a lot of the monotony. It added on some additional labels, and more importantly, it gave him eyes for his head sculpt, which honestly was something that Hasbro should have done originally. But you know what? I'm going to digress, because I'm pretty sure everyone has heard that complaint also. But there he is, so let me go ahead and try and focus on that. There we go, much better. So I have a question to ask. Were you able to get this set for this figure? And if so, did you like them? Did you hate them? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Oh, God. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Now, before I go ahead and do my customary farewell, I do once again, as always, like to go ahead and thank everyone who has, been on this, as I like to say, magic carpet ride. Now, I know over the past 2 to 3 weeks, I haven't really been posting anything, and it's mostly due to lack of funds in terms of getting figures or still waiting on pre-orders. It just really depends. But as my pre-orders come in and fund availability is coming back in a way, I should be able to go ahead and bring in, some more content. So I do thank everyone who has watched my videos, commented on occasion, and just put a like out there. I really appreciate all that. It was many years ago when the thought of doing a YouTube video or doing a YouTube channel came to mind. It was actually my best friend and my fiance who basically said that I should do that. No thought of monetary compensation or anything. It wasn't until later on I discovered I have to be way up there to get any type of compensation. But I mean, I've done it for almost 5 years now, if not a little bit more. And the reason I do it is because I like showing off the cool shit I have. I really do. I'm looking forward to certain figures coming out, such as, Bombshell. Legacy Bombshell. That will complete my Legacy Insecticon set. The news of, Origins Wheeljack. Holy cow, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to look like. So, and then, of course, I've been on ToyHax, and I'm seeing some of the figures that are showing up on there. And I have to say, I'm really looking forward to, to seeing, or even getting some of those labels so I can go ahead and, label up my figures if need be. But, yeah, I'm just really happy to do this. I'm having fun, and in life, if you enjoy what you're doing, then it's all worth it. But nonetheless, I do want to thank each and every one of you who, who likes, who shares, and comments and subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.